Welcome to the SC Ready Room, your go-to destination for all things Star Citizen. I am Odinrod, your host and guide through the vast universe of this groundbreaking game. Join me as we explore the latest news, updates, strategies, and get ready to take your Star Citizen experience to the next level. From ship reviews to gameplay tips, we've got you covered, so buckle up, strap in, and get ready for the adventure in the SC Ready Room. Want to apologize first off for my long absence. I have been battling with the ISP. I'm not going to say who they are, but they are pretty horrible. Turns out when they installed our lines initially, they put in the wrong one, so we were only getting half the speed, and it burned up our old modem to where we were lucky that 2 or 3 of us could be on for any length of time. But we've got it fixed, everything's been redone, and I am back. I will be making regular videos. If you're seeing this on YouTube, welcome to the SC Ready Room. Today we're going to mess around with one of the salvage contracts. It's going to be a short stream. I've already got it up and most of the way there. I'm just on the last leg to getting there. And I'll show you some tips and tricks that I've done with these that make things a lot easier. Especially in a vulture. One of the easiest ways I think is going to be doing this is as a group. So there is going to be multiple people able to do these. Oh, well, that one's way out there. But that's okay. Basically having somebody that can bring something like a cat or a Cutlass Black or any kind of cargo ship to come out with you to carry the weapons and stuff. They still have not fixed the thing where if you're in a party and your partner tries to go and sell the stuff, it still registers as stolen, at least for the cargo. With the guns and components, I'm not sure. I have not been able to test that one. But for now, I'm just doing some solo play. And I'm going to show you an easy way to set up to where your guns that you pull off the ships, don't jump everywhere. So I'm coming into this pretty fast, so let's go ahead and cut the cruise control off. I like to hit T and target it. I overshot it a little bit. Okay, a lot. Let's slow down a little bit. Now, usually the first thing that I do is pull up to the ship, turn yourself around so you can have access to it. But I've since been changing my steps for what I do. First thing I do is I'll get up close enough to it that I can get out and go EVA. Float over, go ahead and unlock. Make sure to see if there's any cargo in there, because if there is, you'll definitely want to get that out. But before you pull any of the weapons, strip the hull. Do the hull scraping. That way you have some cargo containers in the back, and that will... I'll show more about what I'm talking about on that here in just a couple of minutes, if I ever get close enough. Also, you want to make sure you don't tap this thing because it will go off. And as you can see, yes, the lights on the Vulture are still crap. You want to make sure you're not too close, because if you are, that will kick the ship everywhere. And then you have to catch up to it, try and get yourself in front of it while it's floating and let it hit your ship to get it to stop. Which it doesn't do any damage that I've noticed. You will definitely need your tractor beam, so don't leave home without it. It now has two settings on it: detach and tractor beam. You can switch between these by hitting B. With the detach, it's on a toggle now, so you don't have to keep holding down the button. I wish they would have done it with the tractor beam. So let's go out here and, holy crap, that's the first time I've never just spun out of control. Oh, look, see, we got some of this. Now, the other thing you're going to notice when you do this, the tractor beam will not grab these, so you need to go into detach mode. This is actually going to speed things up just a little bit, because what you do, and oddly, this is also the same thing you're going to have to do when you're doing the salvage itself, because for some reason the tractor beam no longer will pick these up. Well, I mean, it'll pick it up, but you can't see it on, you can't connect it to the grid. At least I haven't, and I can't even see the grid most of the time anymore. All right, we have the start of our row here. Now what the reason I do this for the most part, and I'll do the whole scraping first, is this whole area right here is going to be where you put your guns. If you put your cargo down first, that means that the guns won't jump around and get in the way of everything. But while we're out here, so we don't have to get out and run inside again, we are going to go ahead and go unlock all the guns. This thing I don't think has any components I can pull. I haven't found a ship yet that will let me. So one of the first things you do, go inside, get in the pilot seat. While you're in this pilot seat, you're going to hold down F and right click to bring up this menu. I already have it here since I've been doing some of this already. You can also hold down right Alt and the K, and it'll do this, but I find it's just as easy to do this. But the way to get there is after you hold down F and right click, you'll go to Actions, Weapon System, or not Weapon System, Vehicles, and Ports, Lock All. And once you use that initially, it'll put that here, so it'll always be right there. So the ship ports are now unlocked. So once I get done hull scraping, I can get out of the ship and pull these weapons off. And again, the reason I do this in this order is so that I can fill up my cargo first and just be able to throw the guns or missiles or whatever in the side here. Oddly, I am on a server with only one other person, if they're still there. Oh, one more person joined. Go up so I don't accidentally tap it. That'll be my luck. This thing will munch down pretty darn quick. Hit G to unlock your gimbals. Now I have noticed that I'll get a little bit more out of it if I use the cinch over the abrade. That's something that seems to have changed a little bit. It takes longer, not by much. Not on something small like a Titan. But initially I had to pay 1,000 credits to get this salvage site. And there's something else I'm going to test while we're on here, and I have people watching. Before, I was just taking it to any place that had a component shop. But after watching some other people's videos today and talking to a few other players, they said if you go to a station that sells the same weapons that you have, or that they sell the weapons that you're trying to sell to them, they'll give you a better price on it. So we're going to test that. I know this isn't the most exciting stream. But that's okay, because these do get better. And when you get done with it, you can abandon the contract if you want before you're done. And you will not take any kind of hit for doing so. There's not a reputation system based on this, at least not yet anyway. Like I said earlier, they still have not made an adjustment to these, to the lights. So I'd suggest anybody with a Vulture that doesn't like this, make sure to go over and find the ISCs or the ICs about him and contribute to them, because the only way we're going to probably get these lights fixed is to complain about them. See the little bar at the top is telling you how much salvage is left. So that one box that I've gotten off here already just paid for this contract. Alright, we've got 2 boxes filled up. Oh, another thing for those that are watching, today in the PTU, it was posted in the message today, May the 6th. We have a spicy 3.19 PTU build for release this afternoon that is currently building. We have some fixes in for a performance bug that has been around at least 2 years with NPCs that could affect quite a few things with the server, AI, and many other aspects of performance. So we may see a pretty good performance increase. Now here's where I'm going to show you the tractor beam. So you can still pick that up, but with the tractor beam it won't connect to the grid. You have to be in the detach mode for some reason, and it'll snap it to a grid. Which isn't bad. Yeah, and this is still a bug. It's showing that there's something there, but it's not. But it won't affect it. It'll still pop another one out, and that'll just disappear. It's more of a visual bug. Looks like they have fixed the seat thing. When you get out of your seat, your gimbals wouldn't work, and the salvage beams would desync, and you'd have to turn them off and turn them back on. It was a pain in the butt there for the longest time. Alright, I'm going to go to the abrade simply because I just want to get this done. One thing that is kind of annoying is I wish we could turn the thing off showing that the ship is in front of us, because that's just kind of annoying, having Aegis Avenger Titan Renegade right in your face. Alright, the ship should be empty. So now the next thing I'm going to do is just flip on over like a pancake. Double check where I'm at. Then, since I set this up like I did, you now have this nice space right here that you can put weapons on. If you look at it, you're going to see little arrows on there. Like, those are the missiles. I don't really want those. There we go. There's the repeaters. for right now, I'm not messing with the... Whoa. And surprisingly, these do not jump around as bad as I thought they were going to. Because once they're down like that, you can actually just walk over them. And if you remember right, before, if anything was back here and you tried walking on it like you picked up something, they'd bounce all over the place. They're pretty stable. All right. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to see what those were. I was being... All right, we got a CF 227 size 2. And I haven't had any luck with the mantis. Every time I try to sell that, it comes up as an invalid item. Hopefully today's patch will fix that. So now you get to stare at the guns for a second while I jump over to a web page and look up these guns to make sure what station they're sold at. Store Citizen Tools is not showing where they're sold at. Oh, wait. Never mind. Page didn't load up all the way. What's at the bottom? What's the... Vehicle components. Huh. It is not showing where to buy them at. Hence, also, where I'd like to see where they're sold at. So let's check out Galactic Logistics. I'm not having any luck at all. Looks like galog.co is not working very well today, so we'll just use Google. Center mass at Area 18. Beautiful Glen Station. Well, how about that? We are just outside Beautiful Glen, I think. Yeah, CRUL5. Google is your friend, people. Remember that always. If all else fails, just Google it. I hope they fix that one day, so I don't have to spend half an hour looking for it. Okay, so CRUL5. Is there anywhere else that might be closer? Let's see. Oh, 3 locations. CRUL5, Area 18, and New Babbage. We are here. I'm thinking Area 18 is going to be the closest place. So it is time for me to go home. I have no idea what the other stuff that I have back there is. Somebody else is out here. Oh, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. So hopefully my beautiful, wonderful editor, actually I don't know if she, everybody is beautiful to me, will be kind enough to fast forward through this. Again, once I'm done with the live stream, I will be uploading this to YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, click the like and subscribe and stay up to date on all our videos. We don't just cover Star Citizen, we cover all kinds of space games. The SC actually stands for spacecraft. I know, sounds a little silly, a little easy. But it also covers games like No Man's Sky, Empyrean, Space Engineers, Osiris, Spaceborne 2, Everspace 2, which I haven't bought yet. I need to. Because it looks like it could be interesting. I play a bunch of space-based games. I love science fiction. It's my thing. And I love survival games also. So, yeah. This is great. If you like what you're seeing and you want to give the game a try out, on May 19th is when the next free fly starts. If you'd like to... whatever their bonus is. I don't know what the bonus for that one is going to be. The last one was a Merlin P-52, I believe. And if you use my code, you'll get whatever bonus ships they give to us and 5,000 additional credits that can be used in-game. That will always be there through wipes. So let's say you play for 6 months. And the game starts over, or doesn't start over, but they have to wipe the servers. You'll have that additional 5,000 with every wipe. And the ship. So any in-game bought game or ships or packs that you buy with real-life money, you will always have access to. Anything bought in-game like ships, in-game loot, bought items during a wipe, those get wiped, of course. But honestly, this game, you could have just as much fun with it and never spend more than the initial $45. Because all the ships that you can buy for cash can be bought in the game. And even those people who buy the big ships, my opinion is this game is not pay to win. Because you can buy a hammerhead and it doesn't get you any further unless you have a group of friends to play with. So if you're solo... Uh-oh. I'm running low on fuel. But I will warn you, space engineers. Grimm's rubbing off on me. Star Citizen does have bugs. It does have issues. However, it is still a game that's very worth playing. Basically, this is the main game I play. A lot of people say, don't use this as your main. I quite enjoy it. I also play a lot of No Man's Sky. I'll be making videos on that this weekend as well, so join us as we get into a lot of trouble and people die or melt into pools of goo. I am still learning the game. I've had it since launch, but up until recently, I really never played a whole lot of it. Alright, we're almost to Arc Core. While I'm doing this, I will turn the clouds on, simply because they do look pretty good now. I usually play with them off simply so I can see where I'm going better. Oh, wow, that looks good outside. Let's turn those up to very high. Still looks about the same. Alright, you see them with clouds. I'm turning them off because I like being able to see where I'm going. See, I'm already... Oh, there we go. I was going in the wrong direction. Normally I have my voice attack on, but I forgot to. And as I've stated before, I am really lazy. So I don't feel like doing it at the moment. Alright, looks like we're on the far side. Probably in a ground-based hangar. Yep. Oh, dang it. I don't have it set up here. Let's see if they fix this. Yay! There for the longest time in 3.18.2, I've not been able to fill up at Area 18. I've had to go up to Boundary Point. So let's jump out of the ship. Hopefully we can get all this done before the new patch pops out. That'd be awesome. So we've got to go to center mass. One thing you're going to notice as a change when we come up into the lobby, they have changed a lot of stuff here. Like the locations of the ASOP terminals have been changed to be closer to the elevators. I will show y'all all of it. So I put a couple of them here. Rest of them over here. And inside the elevator areas. So there are plenty of ASOP terminals. Oh, that's a little different. I have not been over here. Oh, this is for Defense Con. Oh, I was hoping maybe they... So, Drake Interplanetary. So this is new to me anyway. Here, yeah, they've moved all the ASOP terminals. They've just put in more seating. And then nothing over here. Rental kiosk is still there. The signage looks a lot better. Like how it tells you exactly where you're going. This is the area map. If you're doing the new player experience and it tells you to look at the area map, this is what they're talking about. You'll be able to tell where you're at. Like you can see right here, this is where we are right now. I get on this, it'll take me around on the purple line here. The other tram, which is over there, will take me to the convention center, and I'm spending too much time talking because I do not want to wait on a tram. And one other thing that I have noticed is before all the ships were pointing straight up. Now they're actually flying like they're supposed to on the highway here, which is awesome. Look at that. No more Tokyo drifting. Can't wait till they release that. Gelbies, savor the squish. Oh, Lord. And they've even put another area map here. They have changed the layout here for the trams a bit. Because it used to be you'd come in here and go down the right hallway. And you'd always come out. This would be the one way to go in and out, and only way to the spaceport. Now you've got one that'll go to the convention center and one to the Riker Memorial Spaceport. But we're here to make some monies. So first thing we're going to do is see if they fix the ability to sell your cargo while you have guns sitting next to it, because before the initial 319 patch you couldn't do that. So if we can do it now, I'm going to be a happy camper.